What kind of man sees a live grenade and moves toward it? Not away from it, not behind cover, but straight toward the explosion. This is the real story of Kyle Carpenter, a young United States Marine whose body was destroyed in one terrifying moment, but his courage became unforgettable forever. If you love American veteran heroes, please like and subscribe this video, because stories like this remind us what real courage, sacrifice, and brotherhood truly mean. Now the question is simple. Why would a 21-year-old Marine choose almost certain death just to give another Marine a chance to live? In war, every second matters. One wrong move can end everything. But on one rooftop in Afghanistan, Kyle Carpenter made a decision so brave, people still talk about it today. But here is the mystery. Kyle survived the grenade blast. But for a long time, he could not fully remember the exact moment that changed his life. So people kept asking one question. What really happened on that rooftop? Did he have time to think? Did instinct take over? Or did brotherhood become stronger than fear? Kyle survived, but for a long time, the exact moment remained hidden inside broken memories and pain. And here is the shocking fact. The grenade blast shattered his jaw, damaged his arm, and destroyed much of his body. His body took the main force of the explosion, and somehow, against impossible odds, he survived. Kyle Carpenter later received the Medal of Honor for his actions in Afghanistan on November 21st, 2010. But Kyle Carpenter was not born as a legend. He was once a normal young American with dreams. Deep inside, he wanted purpose, and he wanted to serve something bigger than himself. So he made a life-changing decision and joined the United States Marine Corps. The Marines taught him discipline, courage, and most importantly, the true meaning of brotherhood. In 2010, Kyle was deployed to Afghanistan, still only 21 years old. He was young enough to dream about the future, but old enough to face the brutal reality of war. In Helmand Province, danger was everywhere. Every rooftop, every alley, and every quiet second could turn deadly. And then came the day that changed everything forever. It was November 21st, 2010, when Kyle Carpenter and Nick Eufrasio were positioned on a rooftop in Marja. Their mission was simple but dangerous. Watch the area, protect the position, and stay alert. Then suddenly, the enemy attacked. Gunfire filled the air, and smoke covered everything. In the middle of that chaos, a live grenade landed near them. A grenade gives no warning, no second chance, and no time for fear. In one terrifying moment, the body must decide before the mind can even think. But Kyle Carpenter did something almost impossible. He moved toward the grenade. According to the official record, he absorbed the main force of the blast to protect his fellow Marine. That one decision changed his life forever. As the explosion tore through the rooftop, smoke filled the air, dust covered the ground, and everything went silent for a moment. Kyle was critically wounded, his face badly damaged, his jaw shattered, and his right arm severely injured. His right eye was gone, most of his teeth were destroyed, and Nick Eufrasio was also seriously wounded. For the Marines around them, it was heartbreaking, because two young men had been hit by a blast that should have ended everything. But somehow, Kyle was still alive, and his battle had only just begun. He was rushed into emergency medical treatment, while doctors fought desperately to keep him alive. His family waited through fear no parent should ever feel, praying for news of survival. This was not one surgery and a happy ending. It was pain, silence, scars, and learning life again. Many people think war ends when the shooting stops. But for veterans, the hardest battle often begins at home. Kyle had to face mirrors, hospitals, memories, physical pain, and the future completely different from what he imagined. But he did not let that one blast define his life, and step by step, he rebuilt himself. On June 19, 2014, President Barack Obama awarded Kyle Carpenter the Medal of Honor at the White House. The Medal of Honor is America's highest military decoration, but Kyle's story is not only about a medal. It is about sacrifice, brotherhood, pain, survival, and courage most people can barely imagine. So return to the first question. Why did Kyle Carpenter move toward the grenade? Maybe he was not thinking about fame, medals, or history. Maybe he only thought about the Marine beside him. Real heroes do not ask, "What will happen to me?" They ask, "Can I save him?" The mystery is not whether Kyle was brave. The mystery is how he survived and still chose hope afterward. Kyle Carpenter's body carried the blast, but his story carried something even bigger: hope. Some heroes run from danger, some freeze in fear, but some move toward the grenade so someone else can live.